Welcome back, everyone. Parshas Vayetze. Okay, so we actually have done Bereshis, Noach, Vachacha, Vayera, Chaisara, Toldos, and now Vayetze. Now this is a very big deal. Now we took a break a little bit, a lot of stuff going on, but Baruch Hashem, here we are. And the goal is to do Parshas Vayetze. Now, when I was in Shul this Shabbos, Parsha Vayetze was a very long Parsha, and I don't know if we'll be able to finish it all in one sitting. There might be some noise in the background, which is fine. I'll try to be as clear as I can, and we'll see as far as we can go. No pressure if we do. Whatever amount of Vayetze we do, we do. If we do the whole thing, great. If we don't, and we need a part 2, that's perfect as well. Without further ado, here we go. Vayetze Yaakov meBeersheva ve'el Yaakov went, he departed from Beersheva, and he went to Haran. Vayifka b'makom, and he encountered the place Ve'elan Sham, and he spent the night there. Kiva Shamash, because the sun has set. V'yikach me'avnei hamakom, so he took from the stones of the place. Vayasem me'arashusav, and he placed them around his head. Vayishka b'makom ahu, and he laid down in that place. Ve'achlom, and he dreamed. V'hinei, and behold, sulam, there was a ladder. Mutzav arzo, that was set on the ground. V'rosho megeh hashmaima, and it was ascending, and the head of it was reaching the heavens. V'hinei, and behold, malach Elokim, angels of God, Elam v'yardim bo, were going up and down. V'hinei, and behold, V'hinei Adonai nitzav alav, and then Hashem was standing over him. Vayomer, and he said, Ani Hashem Elokei Avraham. God was standing above him while he's having this dream, and he says, I am Hashem Elokei Avraham, the God of Avraham, Avicha your father, Elokei Yitzchak, and the God of Isaac. Haaretz asher ata shechev aleha, l'cha tnena l'zaracha. We had this before. V'haya zaracha ke'afa haaretz, ufaratzta, and you should burst forth. Yama v'kedma, toward the west and the east. It's a fine on north, and Negba on the south. V'nivrchu v'cha kol mishpachot hadama, and all your families will be blessed on the earth of Zaracha and through your children. Through you, everyone will be blessed. V'hinei, and behold, enochi imcha imach, and behold, I am with you. Ushmarticha b'chol asher telech, and I will guard you in all the places that you will go. V'ashavosicha el ha'adama hazos, and I will return you to this soil. Ki lo e'ezavcha, for I will not leave you. Ad asher im asisi, until then, until I will have done. Es asher dibarti lach. What does this mean? In all places that you will go, and I will return to you to this earth, because I will not leave you until then, until that I have done which I have spoken to you. I'm never going to leave you. V'yikat Yaakov Mishnaso, and Yaakov awoke from his sleep. Ve'omer, and he said, Achein yesh Hashem b'makam hazeh. Surely there's God in this place. I didn't know. Vayira, and he became frightened. Vayomer, and he said, My noira hamakim hazeh, how awesome is this place. Ein zaki and beis Elokim, this is none other than the house of God. V'zeh shar shamayim, and this is the gate of the heavens that I just saw. Vayashkem Yaakov ba'boiker, he got up early in the morning, and he took the stone asher some Meir Ashaisav that he placed around his head. Vayasam Isa, and he set it up Matseva as a monument. Vayitzok Shemen, and he poured oil al Raisha on his head. Vekas Yamakamahu Beis El V'ulam Luz. However, the name was really of the place was really Luz. Shem Ha'ir L'Rishayna originally. V'idei Yaakov Neder Lemar, and then Yaakov vowed another saying, Im Ye'elokim, what if Hashem will be with me, Ushmarani, and he will guard me b'derech hazeh, on the road that I'm going, and he'll give me food and clothing. Vishavti v'shalom, and I will return in peace. El Beisavi, to my father's house. Hashem li le'elokim, and Hashem will be to me for a God. In return, if I return, and Hashem actually takes care of me, Hashem will be my God. But then, as I send this stone that I place as an monument, base Elikim, it should become a house of God. Anything that God gives me, I should surely give Meiser from that. I should take off Meiser. Now we just finished till Sheni. Now let's try going from Sheni till Slishi. Vayisa Yaakov Raglov, and Yaakov lifted his feet, Vayelach Arta B'nei Kedem, and he went towards the land of the people of the east. Vayar, and he saw V'hine Be'er Hasada, there's a well of the field. V'hine Sham Shaloisha Edred Sign Reiv Tzimalaha, 3 flocks of sheep that were lying around it. Kimin habe'erahi yashku, because from the well water that they would drink, that they would take, ha'adarim, that they would fill up the droves, the water droves. Va'evan gedela, but there was a large stone al pi'aver, on the mouth of the well. V'nes v'shama ka'adarim, and all the and they would gather over there all the droves, the golus aven, and they would roll the stone mal pi'aber from the mouth of the well, the hishkat son, and they would water the flocks, veshivu es ha'aven al hapi have erlim koma, and they would return the stone on the well to its place. So we saw what they would do every time they wanted water. They would have to remove the stone. Ve'elam Yaakov, Achai, my brothers, Ma'enatem, Ve'emer Mecharon, Anachnu, Ve'emer Lahem, Haidatem es Lavan ben Achar, Ve'emer Yodanu, Ve'yomer Lahem, Hashalom lo, Ve'emer Shalom, Ve'ine Rachel bito ba'a im hatzon, Ve'yomer, Hein od hayom, indeed yet is the day, Gadol, a long day, Leisa he'asef, it's not, there's no time to bring in hamikneh, the livestock, hashku hatzon uchuru. He said, the day is long, and it's not the time to bring in the livestock, to water the flocks, and go and graze. Vayomer lo nuchal, he said, but they told him, we're not able to go, ad asher ye'asvu kol adarim, until they gathered all the droves, v'golu es aven me'al pi'aver, until they rolled the stone from the opening of the well, the hishkat zone, and then they will water the flocks. Odenu medaber mimam, while he was still speaking with them, the Rachel arrived, imhatzon asher laviha, Roahi, she was a shepherdess. He kasher ra'a Yaakov es Rachel bas Lavan achi imo, the brother of his mother, as shown Lavan achi imo. Vayigash Yaakov, and Yaakov came close. Vayagel seven, and he rolled the stone me'al pi'aver from upon the opening of the well. Vayashkas hatzon Lavan achi imo, and he watered the flock of Lavan, the brother of his mother. Vishak Yaakov Rachel, and Yaakov kissed Rachel, Vayisa Kola Vayivk, and he raised his voice and he wept. Vayagiv Yaakov Rachel, and Yaakov told Rachel, Ki Achi of Yehu, that a relative of her father was he. V'chi ben Rivka he, and that the son of Rivka is who he was. And she ran to go tell her father. Vihi, and it was Kishma Lavan Shema, when Lavan heard the news, Yaakov ben Achoso, Yaakov the son of his sister, Yartan around the crescent towards him. Vaychabek lo, and he hugged him. Vaynasha going to kiss him. Vayael beso, and they brought him to his house. Vaysaber Lavan, and he recounted to Lavan his call, Advar Mela, everything that happened. Nevertheless, Atzmi, sorry, my bone and my flesh, Ata you are. Ve'yeshivimo chodesh yamim. Stay with me a month or days. Ve'emar Lavan of Yaakov. Achi, just because my relative Ata you are. Ba'avadtani chinam, should you serve me for free? Hagili ma meskrutacha, tell me what you charge. Ulavan shtevano shemagdela le'av shemaktana rachel b'nei le'arakos. Her eyes were soft. Rachel, I say fast. Dari fast mara. She had a beautiful form. Fast mara. Vayahav Yaakov es Rachel. Vayomer Evodcha Sheva Shanim. Rachel bitcha haktana. Ve'emar Lavan tov. Tidi osalach mi tidi osal ishacher. It's better I give it to you than give it to someone else. Shvali madi. Yeah, recite it with me. Done deal. And they were in his eyes. Ki yamim achodim, like a few days. Because he loved her. Bring Yaakov Lavan and Hava Sishi Kimel Yamai Vavoy Lan. I will come to her. Ve'asof Lavan Esko and Shemakom. Vayas Mishta Vayhilar Avi Kachas Le'bita Ve'alayosaylav. Vavoy La Vitin Lavan. La Zilpa Shachasay Lea Vito Shivcha. And he gave her Zilpa to his maidservant. And to Leah, he also gave a maidservant. He Lavan gave Zilpa to his daughter Leah as a maidservant. Hey Leah, so it was Leah Bimar Lavan Mazai Sasisali Galev Rachel Abdi, I just worked for you for Rachel. Avadi, I work Yimach for you Vilmar Misana, why did you deceive me? Bimar Lavan, Loya Sake, Mem Komasenu, Lazis Hatziro, Avnei Havachira, to give the younger one before the elder one. We don't do that here. Malay Shivua Zois complete this week of Shav Brachos, Venitna Chagames Zois Bavoida, and I'll also give you her the other one for the work Asher Tavenimadi or Chavashan Macheres if you work for me another 7 years. Yes, Yaakov came and Yaakov agreed, Malay Shivua Zois, and he completed the week for this one meeting. Yes, Rachel Bita, Lalija, and he gave his daughter to him as a wife. He didn't love Rachel Bita, Yespel Shivchasila, Lishivcha, Vele, Gam El Rachel, Vehav Gam, as Rachel, me Leah, more than Leah, Vele, my Oid Sheva Shanam Acher, is Hashem, Ki, Sinua Leah, Hashem saw that she was less loved, Vele, Yiftach, as Rachel opened her womb, Rachel Akar, and Rachel was barren. V'tar Leah, v'tilad ben, v'tikushim Reuben, ki amra kira Hashem b'ani my humiliation. Ki ata yavani ishi, but now my husband will love me. V'tar v'tilad ben, v'tamer, ki Shem Hashem, ki snua nechi. That I wasn't loved as much. V'yitin li gam eseh, v'tikushim Hashem, v'tar oid. Atapam Yivola Ishi, my husband will join me. Eli with me, I can crush my Levi, because Yivola he will join. Vataroid, Vatelad Bain, Vatamer Apam Oide, I will praise this Hashem, I can crush my Yehuda, Vatam Oid Mila, that's when she stopped giving birth to Terah. Rachel Kilayod Yaakov, Vatikani Rachel, Be'achaisa, Vatimer Yaakov, Habi Banim, Vim, Ayin, and if not, Mesanachi, Vecharaf. And you flared up, and Yaakov Rachel, Vayomer, Hazach, Yamanachi, am I in the place of God? Asher, Mana that has withheld me, Mech Privadan, that I wasn't the one that helped. That made this not happen. And so Hashem that's making us not have children. But Taimer, and she said, behold, Amasi, Villa, Vayela, here's my maidservant, Vatelad, And may she give birth al birkai on my knees, v'bana gam v'neichim imena, and I'll be built up through her. V'atita and lo yespil shivchas elisha v'v'lo Yaakov tarbo te'od Yaakov bein v'tem Rachel dadani Hashem judge me lekim gam shema kali heard my voice beat him li bein akin koshma don judgment v'taradu te'od v'lo shivchas Rachel ben shenu Yaakov v'tem Rachel Naftule schemes Elikim that are sacred. Niftalti I maneuvered in Machosi Gam Yocholti and I have prevailed with the Gushmar Naftali. Zeleakiamda Milad Asfatigachas Zilpa Shivchas Tina Nicely Yaakov Lisha Avtel Pashivchas Yaakov no temerleya, ba God, good luck has came to me, they crush my God, filled Zil push for Chatzleya, Ben Shane Yaakov temerleya, Be'ashri, and my good fortune, Kish is Runi, because that made me fortunate. Banis to have daughters to Gushemai, Batigra, Esshemai Asher, and you called him Asher. Asher was a boy, so I'm not sure what the woman part is. Now up to Ravi. Let's see what the next one is. There we got this. Okay. Ravi, Vayelach, Ruvain, Bimei, Kitzir, Chita, and Reuben went out in the days of harvesting wheat. Going to Duda, many kinds of Duda, Mashad Natil, Gavai, Salaya, Yamai, Vitamar Rachalaya, Tinina, Li, Midudai, Benech, from the Duda, of your son. But Tamalai, Hamad is not enough. Kach, Tekasishi took my husband, no Kachaskam, Asidai, Beni, Yamarachel, and Rachel Sadachem, therefore, Yishkavima, Chalayla. Tachas, Tidai, Benech, I'll make you trade. Reva Yaakov. Then I said the bar say Leila Crossley, that time I Tavai, Kisaka Sakaticha, Bedudai, Beni, Vishkabima, Belilaza, Vishmalik, Maslaya, Vatar, Ben Hamishi. Sherman Sadly, Kim Skari, Ashanasati, Shivchasi, Ishi, Patikushmai Saskar, reward. Third layout until I've been Chishliak layouts of Zivadani. Elikim I see Zeved. Hashem gave endowment to me, Tov, which is good upon Yizbeleni Ishi to make this a permanent home with me. Kilati Loi Shishav because Shemai Zibulun. Vachilda Vas Vatikashmite Dina Viskar Elikim Ezrach Avishmael. Elikim B'Tach Zachma B'Tar V'Tel Ben V'Temer Asaf Elikim Eschar Patzi Hashem has taken away my disgrace. Asaf Elikim Eschar Patzi Hashem has taken away my disgrace. V'Tikra Eshremai Yosef Lemar Yosef Me Hashem Ad Hashem Li Ben Acher V'Yi Kasher Derachos Yosef Yemer Yaakov Alavan Shalchini V'Elchal Makomi Arti Tinash Nashai. Give my wives a Siati, my children a Shuravad. Tiascha, that I worked for you behind. For them, Be'ochan I will go. Kiate Yadata, because I know. As Avodasi Shuravad. I know the work that I worked for you already. I can go now. Be'mer love on Imna Matazchin Be'necha. V'nichashti, I have learned by divination. I know that it has been divine and God blessed me on account of you. And he said, Nakva Scharich, specify your wage, lie to me, Vatina. Specify your wage, Vatina, and I will give it. Ve'amar Nakva, specify schar your wage. Lie to me. That's not tell me what your price is. Ve'amar love. Te'idata. Izasher adti. Chezasher. Hayamik nachayiti. I know which I work for you, and the way which your livestock were with me. Kimat, for a little bit, that you came before me, the Ifrit, and has burst forth l'raiv in abundance. Ve'varech Hashem Ischa, and Hashem benched you. L'ragli, with my coming. B'atamasayasa, gamanechi l'vesech. And now, when I do something for myself, for my house, so God blessed you, and now I want to go. Vayemer. My Tanlach, what should I give you? Don't give me anything. Because if you will do for me anything, I will return and pasture your flocks and guard them. I will pasture all your flocks today. Hazim Shem Kosa Nakod, I'm going to remove every speckled lamb, Vitello or spotted. V'chosa chum, and any lamb that's brownish, bakwasim among the sheep, v'tolo or spotted, v'nakod or speckled, b'yizim among the goats, v'el sachari, and that will be my wages. V'ansa b'tzidkasi b'yamachar, and testify for me with integrity. On the day of tomorrow, kisavayal sachari, when I go to collect my wages before you, kashrei nenu. Not code anything that's not speckled, the teller spotted visum in the goats, v'chom bakvasim, or brownish among the sheep. Gun of huiti would be considered stolen. V'amar lavan, hein yas liya kedvarach. Let's do according to your words. Yas you remove them as hatiyashim the he goats ha'akudim that were ringed, v'hatuluim, and the spotted ones that skolizim. Hanog, those that were speckled, v'atzulos that were spotted. Kosher lavon boyu. And any brownish ones, but everything got beyond Vanavesam Darkashamim, Baby Yaakov Rason Lavon. And the stars, but whatever was left over. Bigachal Yaakov, Makal, Irad, Livna, Lach of popular, moist, veloz and hazel, Baman and chestnut. Vayafatzel, and he peeled behind in them, but tell his peelings. Vanis that were white, machsoif, that revealed halav on the white, asher maklis that were on the rods. Vayatzig, amaklis, and he set up the rods. Asher pizza that had peeled, beratim, in the running stream. Tivish kashtais, and the receptacles behind with water. Asher tavayatzan, that the sheep come to drink from it. Lishtais, and facing the sheep. Chamna, so they would become aroused when they would come to drink. El hamiklois, and the sheep became aroused from the rod. And they gave birth to the ring ones and put them into the speckled ones, the tluim and the spotted ones. And Yaakov separated Vitain, and he positioned the face of the flocks, El Akod, toward the rings, V'chol chom ebetzon Lavan, Vayashas, and all the brownish among the flocks of Lavan he set up again, Lo for himself, Adarim of the droves, Lo separately, V'lo Shasam, Alatzon Lavan, and didn't place them with the flocks of Lavan. V'b'chol Yachim, and when it became time, and it would be whenever it was time for the arousal of the flocks, Hamuksharos, that were early bearing, V'sam Yaakov, V'smakos, and Yaakov would place the rods, Leine Hatzon, before the eyes of the sheep, Barhatim, Mena, in the running streams, to arouse them, B'makos, with the rods, Uv Ha'atif Hatzon Lo Yasem, and when the flocks were late bearing, he did not place them, V'haya Hatufim, and they were the late bearing ones, 11, the Akshurim, and the early bearing ones, Yaakov, for Yaakov. V'ifrit to Ishmael in Moed, and this man burst forth in prosperity very much. V'hi sign rabbis to shach sadim g'mal m'chamerim. V'ishmael t'veri b'nei Lavan le'mar v'kach Yaakov es kol asher lavinu. He took everything that belonged to you, Lavan, ve'asher inenu, and everything belonged to our father. Asa is Kavod Azayim asked all the 12. Veragav Espin Lavan, he saw accounts of Lavan, Rene, and Yimokis Moshem. And it was not with them yesterday before. V'yamar, Hashem Yaakov, Shov, Artavesachal Maticha, Ve'yemachal Bivuti, V'yishlach Yaakov Yaakov, Rachel Ve'asada, El Tanavimar, Lahan, Roya, Anaichi, Espene, Avichan, on the accounts of your father Cain anyway. Like Moshe Sham, Vayavi, Ayayimadi, Vatina, Yadatina, and I know Ki Bechol Kochi, Avati, with all my strength I have served us, even your father. Avicha and Hazel and your father mocked me. Be Vayachalev, as Miskarti changed my wages, Sarasman 10 times, Bonasinokim, Ayayimadi. But God did not permit him to do harm to me. Ki im ko yomar nekudim. If thus he would say that the speckled ones, yescharech, will be your wages. Ve'yaldu ko atzo nekudim, and all of them gave birth to speckled ones. V'im ko yomar nekudim yescharech. And if you'd say all the ring ones should be your wages, yaldu gam atzo nekudim, they would give birth to ring ones. Ve'atzalakim, and God salvaged just mekna vichem veitinli, and he gave me the base. Yachim, they're ready for mating. And I raised my eyes there, and I saw Bachem in a dream. They to them that he goes to Olam that were going up. Olam that mounted. Alatzan the Sheba Kudim were ring Nekudim were speckled Uverudim and checkered. Like Malach Elokim Machaloim was God. It was the angel of God in the dream. Yaakov Yemerhineni Vemer Sana and Chare Koa to them all he go to Olam Alatzain that we're going to impregnate the stone. Akudim or ring Nikudim or speckled Richim and checkered Kirisi is Kalasher Lava and Osalach. Benechi El Beisel Asher Mashachti that anointed Shemi Matseva monument Asher Nadarti Lisham Nadar that I vowed a vow Vata Kumse Menaretz Azais Vishov Elaretz Malatich. Vata and Rachel Valera replied Vatamarnoid, and she said Oid Ha'oid Lanu is to him that there's still for us a portion of inheritance in my father's house. This is not that we're strangers, that we're considered strangers, but by him came Macharanu, because he sold us. And he took our money. Because anyway, Flesher Hitzel that Hashem salvaged Navina from our fathers, Lanu to us, who belongs, Lovanin our children, right now. Kosher. Everything that Hashem said to you, you should do. Okay, now we're going to, this is part 1, we're going to do part 2.